Enable editing. Wait, wait. Just scroll up from vendor master onwards. Okay, just increase your screen size and just read it. So from vendor master data in already previous last class we discussed about why we can use the vendor master data, but I mentioned some of the details. Just read it, man. Hello, hello. Purna madam, unmute yourself.
Hello?
Madam,
Yeah, vendor master data creation process. Like I need to say this.
hello, ma'am. Just explain overview, ma'am. Whatever I mentioned in, you just read it and explain
Okay.
your own way how you are going to explain.
Okay. Whenever company purchase raw material or other products ready for sale or used for a supplier, the supplier is called a vendor. As you know, whenever a company purchase any raw material, like for example, if uh, if we are purchasing house, then we require some raw materials for that products. Whatever the supplier will choose a supplier, will select the supply like we can say like use from a supplier. That supplier is called as a vendor. Like in accounting terminology, the vendors are referred to as sundry creditors. So accounting terminology no, మనం sundry creditors అంటాం. So Tesla cars purchase raw materials. So cars లో మనకు కావాల్సింది స్టీల్, ఐరన్ అండ్ అదర్ స్పేర్ పార్ట్స్ from various vendors. So some will produce one vendor will give steel, another vendor iron, and some other vendors the other spare parts. These are the names of the vendors. Like Tata Steel is from they'll give steel, and Amar Raja Batteries, Green Tech Technology, and on. So what they'll do, they will on a credit basis or immediate payment, they'll will get from them. All pending payments to supply to be paid are referred to as vendor payments. So the vendor payments come under current liabilities. So ఇది లైక్ క్రెడిట్ బేసిస్ లోనే తెచ్చుకోవచ్చు, లేదంటే ఇమీడియట్ పేమెంట్ తో అయినా తెచ్చుకోవచ్చు. లైక్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ఆల్ పెండింగ్ పేమెంట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ సప్లై టు బి పెయిడ్ యాజ్ రిఫర్డ్ యాజ్ టు ఏ వెండార్ పేమెంట్స్. సో దీస్ వెండార్ పేమెంట్స్ కమ్ అండర్ కరెంట్ లైబిలిటీస్ కిందకి వస్తుంది. వెండార్ మాస్టర్ డేటా క్రియేషన్. Define account groups. Vendor account groups are divided into three types: domestic vendor account group, international vendor account group, and one-time vendor account group. Like one time is nothing but we have created the three types of the account group, no? So one time ante like ఒక్కసారి house purchase చేసుకుంటాం, house కి కావాల్సిన requirements మొత్తం మనం లైక్ ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ రిపీటెడ్ గా వెళ్ళి పర్చేస్ చేసుకోకుండా ఓన్లీ వన్ టైం వెళ్ళి పర్చేస్ చేసుకుంటాం. దాన్ని వన్ టైం వెండర్ గ్రూప్ ఫర్ ఎస్ఎస్ఎంబి. లైక్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ కోడ్, కంపెనీ కోడ్. అండ్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ వెండర్ గ్రూప్. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ఇంటర్నేషనల్ థింగ్స్ లైక్ డొమెస్టిక్ లో ప్రొవైడ్ కానివి ఇంటర్నేషనల్ నుంచి ఏదైతే తీసుకుంటామో అది మనం ఇంటర్నేషనల్ వెండర్ గ్రూప్. అండ్ కంపేర్డ్ విత్ డొమెస్టిక్ వెండర్ గ్రూప్, dollar rate. Like we'll go with the dollar, we'll go with the INR here, and international is nothing but vendor grouper, and here we go with the foreign currency. Mm,
Okay, ma'am, good explanation. So simply domestic, international one-time or service, intercompany, intra-company vendors, they have a number of based on vendor nature wise, we have to create the vendors. So for example, as part of business, we have a 10 vendors, but 10 vendors in are located in US or some other country. Then we can treat those 10 vendors, we can call it as a foreign vendors. So at the same time, we have a five vendors. That five vendors within our country, then we can treat as a domestic. One time means simply we can purchase any goods and services from that vendor at minimum one or two times only, not regularly. So we don't have update all the master data for particular one-time vendors. So just how we can post GL point of view expenditure, same way we have to create and book the one-time vendor related transactions. Okay, ma'am. In your server, which company you are creating? Your company code name.
domestic vendor group.
Okay, let's just down and explain it. With the help of Excel sheet only, we'll try to create. Scroll down and explain all those things. Why we can use the vendor number range?
The vendor number range already default. Like if we want to create a number, create a new one like 012. Like we can have a number of nines, and for the second one, after this nines, whatever the next number from there we have to give, and for the third number, the repetition number.
Okay, okay. So then,
Yeah, coming down. Assign number range to vendor groups. So in OBAS, we'll go vendor groups will be categorized based on the number ranges such as domestic, international, and one-time vendor. We need to assign them. As we saw earlier, like everything we need to assign with our company code earlier. Now we need to assign number range to vendor groups. Create reconciliation account for vendor groups. So the FS00 T code to create a reconciliation account for three vendor groups like domestic, international, and one time. The process like going on FS00, we need to create a domestic vendor recount account based on number ranges like for every GL account creation, type description like screen and control data screen, like will go, like we'll get to know that. Shall I open SAP screen?
yes, ma'am, you can open. So reconciliation account is it will monitoring the particular vendors wise how much amount we have to pay part of a vendor point of view, and customer reconciliation account means how much amount we have to be received from the particular group customer wise. It means total customer wise, domestic wise, total how many customers wise, how much amount to be collected, and one international customers wise, how much amount to be collected. Like overall reporting purpose, we will create the reconciliation account. అనుష గారు మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా?
Yes, yes, yes. Good.
So mostly accounts payable configuration basic setup is this only: master data creation, vendor groups creation, number range creation, assignment of number range to vendor groups, and the customer or vendor reconciliation account creation, tolerance group creation, assign tolerance group to company code. So these and all the some basic steps. Later we will create the vendors, and we can try to post the GL accounts. Try to post the transactions.
We need to create number ranges also.
Yes, yes, yes. In BN1 also we have to create update vendor point
For
of view document
vendors.
number ranges.
Different number ranges we need to create for like vendor purpose, customer purpose, like that.
Yes, yes. Vendor purpose we need to create separate, and customer purpose we need to create separate number.
Okay.
That is document point of view. Here, vendor numbers creation purpose based on the vendor group wise, we will create a separate number range.
Okay.
ఇలా ప్రశాంతి గారు మీకు అర్థమవుతుందండి?
ఎస్ సార్, అర్థమవుతుంది సార్.
Ma'am, just open Excel sheet, ma'am. That will be better. One minute, ma'am.
So the vendor group creation will go with OBD3. So in the vendor group creation, we have domestic vendor, international vendor, as well as one-time vendor. So we'll give here our company code was Tesla car. So that's the reason TS was the first two letters was the Tesla, and DV was the domestic vendor. And the same way, IV was the international vendor and OV was the one-time vendor.
Hello, madam. As per your company code, you have to change that Excel sheet.
Yeah. As per that, I'm saying.
What is your company code?
Yeah. Account group is nothing but our company code. No, right?
Company code, ma'am.
Hello. Company
What is
code
your
what?
company code from last configuration, everything done? Your company code is
Yeah.
2211, right?
Yes.
First, go to Excel sheet, ma'am. Increase the screen.
Yeah.
First, you can mention is vendor groups part of you. You can create TSDV. Instead of that, you can create what is your company code?
So my company code was AP. So I'll go with the APDV.
APTV, APIV, APOV. Like that, you have to update three things. And yellow color place also you have to update it. Ma'am, first in Excel you have to update, ma'am. Later you will get the clarification. That one you can leave it. First, APD, Aparna group, domestic vendor groups, international vendor groups, one-time vendor groups. Okay. In yellow color place also you have to remove that one first one. TTDV, left side. Okay, leave it. And go to OBT3, you can create the three vendor groups. Ma'am, explaining and create it,
Oh,
ma'am. Don't be in silent. Why I am giving chance to means you have to you have to explain something. That's what I'm giving.
your account group APDV.
Yes, yes, madam.
Account group APDV, APOV.
Ma'am, just go back and create new one. Why we are updating company code 2211 in accounting group? Just select and delete that one. Hmm.
One time vendor account checkbox.
Is for domestic. We need to select that one-time account. Yeah, checkbox. Am I right, sir?
అంటే and
So shall I create here in like 1 to 500 AD
Ma'am,
in
1 minute,
X8
madam. I have another call. Please be wait. Sorry.
Okay.
Hello, madam. Groups create account groups creation completed.
Vendor group creation completed.
Okay, and go to the number ranges.
Yeah.
This is XKN1, right? So, so here already mentioned a number ranges, right? So whatever here 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, we have to use same number range only for our scenario also. Don't create a new number range because here from 0, 1 to it's already created 10 digits number. If you want to create more than this number range, so here 0, 1, 0, 2, otherwise click on plus symbol.
Like here, it is 060. 7 was there. Shall I create with 7 or I need to delete this?
Try to create 7, but from number to 2 number, you selected 00080 onwards. So,
Yeah.
but starting with 6 already started.
6 already started.
So it's not taken from
Okay.
your after 00080 is not taken. So this is the demo server only, but in real time scenarios, these number ranges it is not available. So simply you can take
4
whatever
series also not available.
or
You can request this.
okay, ma'am. From 7 onwards you can update. Starting 7.
Here it is already there.
That is
Okay.
middle 7, ma'am. From that ending with
Okay.
triple G double 1, ending with 1. Okay, no issue.
Mm.
700. Why, ma'am? Not required that much of number range.
Okay.
Last ending you have to update only 100 only. 7 ending with zeros.
Okay.
Okay. Enter. Enter, ma'am. Again click on plus symbol. Mention it 8. Why you mentioned 8? No. 7 already is there. Ending with last we have to change 100 only. From number 7 serial you have to start, ma'am. Ending with 700. From
Okay.
number. Remove that one starting with 7 serial. Last 3 digits you have to start from 100. Here last 199 as 199. Enter. Enter. Okay. 9 you mention it 9. Save it, ma'am.
So
7 8.
ours was 7, 8, 9.
Save it. Save it. Number range need to be saved.
Yeah. Next, shall I go with OVS?
Yes, ma'am. So then whatever first account groups is created, then number ranges also created. Then whatever we created number ranges, we have to assign our account groups.
So in OVS, we are assigning. So this is our the APDV. APDV is our domestic vendor. For domestic vendor, we have given. See, for domestic vendor, we have given 7, and for international, we have given 8, and for one time, we have given 9. So as per the sequence, we'll go ahead and update here. And for international 8. It's 9. Okay, we'll go here and we'll save it. The data was saved. So once this was done, we'll go with the FS00, the domestic vendor recon account. Create recon.